probably can't read that, but doing some journaling about my options here. It's fairly late, but I don't have to work until the afternoon tomorrow. Um, and I'm still happy that I'm getting some productive stuff done. I got up early because I didn't look forward on what my schedule was today, and I thought it wasn't printed out, but it was. So I actually had the day off, but I still got up early. And then I didn't communicate very well with the guy that I met at the film thing last night. And we missed seeing each other as he was exiting because I wasn't actually working. So I wasn't down there the whole time. I was down there for a bit and just kind of sitting there. I sat there for like an hour. But I think he was coming down at 9 and it was like 8:30. I was like, oh, maybe because he got my WhatsApp. So like, oh well, he'll probably just like text me when he leaves. And then he texted me later on saying like, oh hey, I looked for you down there and didn't see you, but no big deal. Might try and uh, go to his locale on the way up to the next hostel. We'll see. Um, but just miscommunication there. Anywho, I got like probably 17 hours of screen time today. Literally did nothing other than go down to the grocery and grab some food and some snacks. Um, but I did get some things done. Give my friend some feedback on his resume. Sent another friend a poster that I had made for a short film. I had completed earlier. I did a lot more research on what sort of actual like trail shoe that I wanted to get. I think I'm ready to pull the trigger, but I don't like to. I like to give some time before when I actually send my purchase in. I'm gonna order some shoes tomorrow based off of the research I did today, and then I'm gonna do some journaling here and have that just be thinking about what my next move is gonna be. And I think the hostel volunteering just makes too much sense not to do, and it seems like I should just keep applying to both live in roles, but also after being at like the writers workshop yesterday, it's like, okay, well, I can't give up on being part of something already that easily, and I shouldn't be afraid of things being gate kept at all. So I think I'm still gonna try to apply to some sort of art roles, maybe in London, and see if I could do remote things like remote interviews, and then if it makes sense financially, then I will apply to those and then just figure out like a spot to live and maybe just pony up a lot more money if it seems like the job that I have would be able to pay enough for it. So yeah, definitely we'll look for art roles as well as live in things, and then I think it'll just be a race for like, can I get an interesting job in the city first or get a live in role? And then if not, like the volunteering is both allowing me to travel, still put up a resume here, and allow for flexibility for me to do something that's more interesting. Because the more I think about it, I don't think I don't want to do this as like a locked in like year long contract, especially if it's a more remote hostel spot that I couldn't actually like go into a little town at the very least. So I think this offers great flexibility, but it's not something I want to just like do as a job just for like the sake of being here. Like I feel like I've got kind of the extent of the experience, and I don't think there's a lot more for me to gain by just doing this more as a career, just to be able to like stay here and make money doing it. So I think I'm happy to take a bit of the upfront cost of just like paying for food, um, but allowing myself to scrounge around a bit more for the job opportunity. So um, yeah, it definitely helps to kind of like write things down, and it makes my my options more clear, because I mean my options are really like limitless still. Just being able to say, okay, let's just like apply to anything that seems interesting to me, but also like something that could provide housing. And then, I mean, my only real time limit on that is starting to rent something as long as I have like a year left to stay here, because most places I feel like is signing a year lease. So I think that would give me the least amount of friction in order to kind of translate things over. So yeah, I feel like I got a more clear mind, and I still have a lot of freedom, and yeah, it's gonna take time as all things do. But I mean, even if this whole first year is just like set up for the last year, it won't be wasted, because I'm still experiencing plenty of things, and as long as I keep putting myself out there, then I'm really the only person to blame for having a bad time. So feeling pretty good, feeling good. Just got up, and it's election day in the US today. Woo! But also got an email saying that I guess they don't have any spots in Manchester for volunteering at their hostel, which is kind of my plan for the next 2 months after this. So I guess I gotta look at other volunteering things. This kind of goes directly against my plan of this being a good backup, but I might not be able to do it during the winter because it is not as like popular or busy. So maybe they won't need people. Yeah. Well, we'll see what else there is. Just did a shift doing dinner here. They do things a little bit differently, but for the most part, I can wash the dishes still, and it was pretty chill. Much less volume than the other one, and the groups came in 2 different waves. So yeah, pretty relaxed, and wasn't really doing anything for the first hour and a half. So that's good, and hooked me up with some baked potatoes. So cool, dinner sorted, and yeah, wrapped up a little early too. So nothing to complain about. Got the shoes ordered before my shift, so those are on their way. And yeah, back on track, getting things done. Just gonna be chilling and maybe doing some picture editing. We'll see. But yeah, kind of relaxed 2 days, but still checking things off the to-do list.